We've been discussing for a long time that so much of conversation socially has been dictated by the price of property, whether it was the drop that we saw during the COVID situation to this rise post-pandemic to some of the absolute blockbuster deals that are being done on the palm and just the entire market raising.
Well, yes, I mean, see, property market, whenever it grows, it also, indicates a good sign for the economy here in the UAE. 2008 was the time when, everything literally fell. But before that, if you look at the economy, the real estate economy over here in the country was just amazing. And then even now, before COVID, we were strengthening. COVID, obviously, we saw a slump, but again after COVID, we see a very interesting, movement towards buying property, and that again sends out very strong sentiments as far as people in the UAE are concerned.
Well, our next guest is going to give us more details on this. Stephen Rodriguez is a rental specialist with Bliss Real Estate, and he joins us here in the studio. Thank you very much for your time, for coming in.
Thank you.
It's great to have you in here. So we're seeing that UAE residents are coming here. We know that this is the time a lot of residents come. It's the start of a new school year. It's the start of a lot of businesses really looking for a big quarter after summer. But is it right by saying if you're moving here for the first time, you're likely to be paying more for smaller spaces than you would over previous years?
Oh, yes, you can say that. But to be precise on that particular topic, we can also say that we are stabilizing for pre-COVID situation here. Market price, the rental prices were decreased during the COVID situation, and after that it went on down, and now right now we are stabilizing, and it is a good sign for the investors here. It is not increased, as you say, as comparing to the amenities which you get for that particular price.
Yeah.
Of course, it is not more, which I would say.
Mm-hmm. So, which areas within Dubai have seen a massive attraction of rental rates as far as people are concerned who come into UAE?
See, rentals in Dubai, we have different areas which is like JLT. JLT is on top of the rental yield.
Okay.
From the point of view of
Investment.
it is high.
Okay.
Then comes Dubai Marina. Then it is JVC.
Okay.
And then it is Emirates Living, Medan City, JBR, Business Bay, and Arabian Ranches. So these are the list of areas in Dubai which is giving you brilliant return on your investments.
I think what you're finding is, particularly with people that are coming here for the first time, I'll give my experience coming here as an expat 2 or 3 years ago. Everyone said the same thing. You'll arrive, you'll either want to live on the marina, the Palm, or maybe Business Bay, because it's central location, because it's close to things, and then when you get settled, you might move somewhere different. But I'm actually finding that now, such as the development in services of restaurants and cinemas, that you can move to Dubai Hills, you can move to JVC as a base, because there's all those facilities that weren't there 2 or 3 years ago to live there.
Exactly. There are like close communities which are coming up in JVC, which is actually good option for expats here who comes here to work. And the major areas here is the business and leisure combination of that. So JLT is a mixture of your business and leisure. And Marina is, of course, it's a waterfront properties, and it is a beautiful view, and this also gives you a good rental yield. So these are the areas which are highlighted, and these are the areas which are exposed to expats. I mean, Dubai means for them, some of them is Marina or JLT, that kind of properties.
Right.
So of course people will come here, and people will try to move in there.
So, while we keep looking for properties on various websites or speak to property consultants, obviously these hotspots are the first focus. But when you want to say save money, if that is a mindset, people back in the days used to move to either Sharjah or further up to Ajman. Now what Dubai has started giving is that if you want to have lesser expensive units, you can go further east.
Exactly.
Damac Hills 2, Akoya, all of these properties, if you go over there, for about 40 odd thousand, you're getting 2-bedroom villas, 3-bedroom villas, But yes, the drive to city is longer. Is that a lucrative option that people are looking at, or people are thinking that, no, it's okay, it's too far?
Yeah, comparing to Sharjah, Ajman, of course, there the rental prices are very less. But yeah, drive and the traffic, everyday traffic update which we get from the radios, we can understand what kind of
Right.
people are living in Sharjah and working in Dubai, which is, I mean, drive itself becomes a hectic issue. Whereas you have mentioned here Damak Hills too, or Dubai Hills, or
Right.
these interior areas. These are also developing, but here your traffic is comparing to Sharjah, it is less, so it will be less time consuming.
Right.
So these are going to be better options later on, because Dubai is developing layer wise now. In the Jumeirah, this belt is completely saturated. Sheikh Zayed Road is saturated, and now right now the other areas are
Al Khail and
getting
311
developed.
coming through,
Exactly,
yes.
exactly. These areas are getting developed. So from there, traveling to the workstation would be much more easier than traveling from
Interesting
Sharjah.
point. Very interesting point
Yes,
that you make
yes,
there. Yeah.
yes.
You're on TSB. We're having a conversation with Stephen Rodriguez, the rental specialist from Bliss Real Estate. For many landlords, there is a trend to maybe move away from giving what would have been a traditional 12-month rent to a tenant, and maybe moving into the sort of the holiday home market. We saw certainly post-pandemic and the idea of prices around Expo. Is it still a valid option for a homeowner to find short-term tenants, particularly over a period like the FIFA World Cup coming, where maybe you could see greater returns in 12 months than just having a tenant there for the 12-month period?
See, now events like FIFA World Cup will, of course, increase the
Demand.
footfalls,
Yeah.
demand there. But we should understand one thing in Dubai. Like, there are two particular seasons. This time of the year right now, September onwards till the month of February. This is the season. Like, the lot of transactions happen, lot of footfalls. This is, you should understand that Dubai is a tourism related country. It is a tourist economy, right? So people do come in, and here the short-term rental, example Airbnb, earns better returns for the investor, for the homeowners. So of course they would go for that particular
Right.
point of view than giving it for a longer term for a rental. Because see, now long-term rental, if you give for the rent today, next year, till the next year, you will have that particular time, but your rental will not increase. It is steady, right?
Well, yeah, there's the consistency, there's guaranteed
exactly.
income. But when it comes to moving into that short-term holiday home market, is there a specific license that you require as a landlord?
No, you would have to, tie up with the Airbnb, and there, of course, there will be a license there to give out your property
Yeah.
for the Airbnb kind of short-term rentals as well. So that will be, that will be guided also.
So, but then that can be done only by the property owner and not the one who is renting the property out. So, if hypothetically I am a tenant at a property and I have a massive, say, a 3-bedroom apartment, during the FIFA time, I say, listen, I just use 1 bedroom. My 2 other bedrooms are, open. Can I sublet it on, say, an Airbnb or something?
See, there are property management firms as well who takes care of all these things. So you can connect with me also. I can also help you out with this. We have a direct tie-ups with Airbnb and
Okay.
this kind of business model for the short-term businesses. So we can actually take care of the property also. So that makes our the work of the landlord much more easier. And the empty spaces, as you say, you have 2 empty bedrooms, which can be used as short-term
Right.
rental.
But then
rental
again,
space.
my question still is that can a tenant do that? A landlord definitely can, but can a tenant let it out?
No.
It's almost like a sublet kind of a setup.
No, a tenant, that completely depends on the bond which you have with your landlord.
Okay.
Your landlord should allow you that.
Okay.
So
Right.
so hypothetically, just say there was a radio announcer that lives in a penthouse apartment in Dubai Marina and might have a big 3,000 square foot apartment, and there's a spare maid's room that's not being used, that's just got junk from other people that have come and gone and left it there.
That's
and
right.
they might
And
want
a table tennis table.
and a table, and a lot of facilities, and they might want to, hey, let's rent out this maid's room for 2 months.
Yes.
Would that person, whoever they may be, need to then get a license or have a different agreement with their landlord?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. You would have to take the permission from your landlord first of all, and your landlord should allow you to do that.
Okay, I'll
Yes,
have to
yes,
let that
yes.
person know.
Exactly.
No, definitely. See, these are the questions that not just come to us, but a lot of people that we talk to, and we try and remember those questions. But while our listeners are listening to us, if they have any questions, 0586861003 is our number. Send your questions, and so that we can put up your questions, your thoughts right now. What is a percentage of increase that is officially allowed on a year-to-year basis on a rental property?
See, approximately 5%, 5 to 15%, I would say.
Okay.
But it completely, again, it depends on the areas which you are, which you have the property in.
Okay.
Like the hotcakes, like JLT or whatever the list which I had given
Right.
you. If you have good properties there, of course, at the end, the landlord is the boss.
That's right. But then again, I'd heard this, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, that from the time you sign your first contract, is there a fixation of the price for the next 2 years, 3 years if you want to renew, or the landlord can change it the very next year of the contract?
That completely depends on the contract which you have. Normally, here it is 5 to 15%
Okay.
hike. Majority of them keep it 5% itself, not more than that. But yes, again, it is completely on the landlord.
So there's no
how
way
he
that
wants to.
a tenant can go and say, listen, last year you told me that the prices won't increase, but within a year's time you're asking for and a hike in the renewal. That cannot. It's not a case. To
No,
stand.
no.
Fair.
That cannot be. That cannot be the case.
Well,
yes.
thanks for your questions. We've got one through 0586861003. This is a question that has just come through for you, Stephen, from Hussein. He has asked, can you tell which area of Dubai would have the cheapest for a 2-bedroom unit?
That is very smart.
Must be looking to save some money. Well, rather than the cheapest, where would you also say the cheapest and also what also presents the best value for money?
See, if you there is like two parts of Dubai. You can say new Dubai and the old Dubai, right? So we expats, especially Indians, we do settle in old Dubai. So that comes in that is like Rama, Mankul, those areas. But if you go towards Rashidia, Varka.
Yeah.
Varka is a good area actually. Dubai International City is a good area for a lesser price, rentals for you for a newcomers maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that question, Hussein. And I think it's like we were discussing that those areas have always been there, but unlike previous years, the list of facilities and entertainment and shopping centres has just
Exactly.
not just homes that have gone, but the element of entertainment that you can do. You're not missing out.
Those are all.
Yeah.
See, in those areas, entertainment part which you are saying about these things are very much restricted. It won't be a closed community.
Yeah.
So the amenities will not be, what
Right.
we are looking for.
Well,
something
as we
like
say,
that,
you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
That's the
No,
same.
exactly. No, but then I'm telling you, you should check out. Though I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm telling you, you go further east. Huge properties for lesser rents. It is mind-boggling. So yeah, like you
Exactly,
mentioned that
exactly.
if you are looking to probably move towards Sharjah or Ajman just to save on rental money, I think it's worth a while that if you check further east from Dubai, you don't face traffic. You get newer properties to live in,
Exactly.
and what villas for 40K.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, I mean,
Amazing.
go there and check it out.
Yeah, and I think the other way. I think that once you go south of the marina, Dubai South and Jebel Ali is sort of the next up and coming area as well.
Right.
Due to its proximity to a lot of aspects. But Stephen, we thank you very much for coming in and discussing the real estate market. It's been great to get your insights this afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much for your time and support. Any questions if you have, you can actually get in touch with me. My name is Stephen Rodriguez and I am with Bliss Real Estates. You can also connect with me on my phone number.
Okay. Do you want to give out
Okay.
your WhatsApp number?
Of course.
Sure, it is.
Yes. My phone number is 0566107490.
74.
Okay.
So it was 056 6610
Mm-hmm.
7
490.
490. So that's the phone
Yes.
number if you do want to get in contact with Stephen. Stephen Rodriguez, the rental specialist from Bliss Real Estate, here on TSB Talk Sport Business on Talk 100.3.